when I'm not playing a television host on the Great American Brew Trail, I'm a part-time bartender at Mount Pleasant Brewing Company. Okay, not really. But today I'm pouring beers for my friend Kim, who's the head brewer here at Mount Pleasant Brewing. And you have been brewing up a really special ale that speaks to the history of beer, your Gruit ale. Tell me about that beer and why you're brewing it.
First of all, thanks for the pour.
Absolutely.
And cheers.
Cheers.
The Gruit?
It's a totally different beer. You don't have any hops in this beer at all.
No hops. This is an ancient recipe. This is what beer used to be before we know it as beer. Hundreds and 1,000 years ago, and when beer was brewed, they were using whatever they could in their area to, once they realized they wanted to put some bitterness and some flavor into it other than just what they're making, the alcohol side of it, they would add whatever they could have in there.
Locally found, that they would find locally, right?
So after hundreds of years of using all sorts of different ingredients, they use this one for that reason, this one for that reason. These particular herbs in this Gruit are the sacred herbs. Because
and so what are they?
Well, the marsh, rosemary, sweet gale, and yarrow. And
those are really old-fashioned herbs. They're not ones you would normally find in your kitchen garden.
No. People think the rosemary is the kitchen rosemary, but it's a whole different rosemary. All three of these herbs grow in Michigan, but they're hard, other than the yarrow, they're hard to find and hard to harvest. So they're really unique all their own in that.
And what are the properties that these herbs have, and what do they give the beer?
The beer, well, other than flavor and aroma, it gives it, these three herbs have a special property along with the alcohol. They stimulate the mind, create euphoria, and enhance sexual drive.
Shut your mouth, let's have another. Are you serious? Is that really what they do?
Yes.
So this beer will get you to the sweet spot.
Yes, this beer, but you don't want to drink too much of it. If you drink too much, you're going to just wash it away with the alcohol. The actual Gruit ale, or actually the word ale wasn't even known back then. The Gruit is, this one is a little lighter than what they had back then, because the grains back then, they didn't have temperature controlled kilns or anything like that. So, but the reason I made this a little lighter is because I wanted it to appeal to more people, because I feel that this is a beer that could help possibly save the world.
Are you serious?
It's a beer that helps you stop and smell the flowers. It doesn't just inebriate you. It helps you know. It helps you become aware of what's around you.
Kind of gets you to that higher plane.
Yeah, it helps you, and you stay on top of your. You don't just get sloshy. You don't get well if you drink too much.
You can't help it then, right? Well, I love the taste of this. I think it is really different and unique, and the herbs just add a whole different complexity. I think this would be amazing with food if I had to guess.
We've paired it with the best thing so far, anything with sage. Somehow sage goes very well with it, although it's not in the beer. But it does pair very well with food. And we get people who come in and they say, well, I don't like beer at all. I've tried this, that, and then they try the Gruit and they love it. So we have people from all walks of life that love the Gruit.
Well, I think it's a great beer, and if you said it goes with sage, then maybe we should have it with Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say next. It goes very well with stuffing. Yep.
Perfect. Well, I'm here at Mount Pleasant Brewing with head brewer Kim, and we're trying the Gruit. It's a spectacular ale, and you can get Mount Pleasant beer at any local Spartan store.